Well, today the weather has been absolutely fantastic because we've had that drier air move in. Luckily, it's still with us, so tomorrow it's not going to be that humid, and then that's it. We say goodbye to that really nice, refreshing feel, somewhat refreshing. Of course, it's still hot. By Friday, the humidity is back on in full force. Temperatures right now feeling pretty good thanks to that drier air. We are in the mid-70s on the North Shore, even parts of our bayou parishes, upper 70s for Thibodaux and Houma, 80s for the New Orleans Metro, but 75 in Belle Chase. It is going to be really quiet overnight tonight. So the reason why we've got the drier air in, we had the front that came in on Tuesday, and that front also making it feel like fall for much of the Midwest and the Northeast. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s for many states across the mid-Atlantic region and points northward. So that drier air has worked down into our region. 75 degrees right now in Jackson, Mississippi, 83 in New Orleans. So obviously not getting that taste of the cooler weather just yet, but at least there is that small subtle sign that fall is only a month away, because it is. So at least we're enjoying this drier air mass that will be with us for one more day tomorrow. Really nicely depicted here on our water vapor imagery. That dry air is continuing to work down into this Louisiana area and into the Gulf Coast, and that will be with us again into tomorrow. And because of that, we can expect a nice kind of refreshing start to the morning, I would say, if you're north of the lake, where some of us may wake up in the upper 60s tomorrow morning for our morning low temperatures. South Shore, not as comfortable, still looking at upper 70s near 80 degrees in New Orleans Metro, but even points west and out of the city, maybe low to mid 70s early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow it is going to heat up again, back into the lower 90s in the afternoon. Lots of sunshine, but not terribly muggy. So at least our feels like temperatures tomorrow will be a little bit more manageable. Just like today, our heat index should stay in the mid to upper 90s, below 100 degrees. That is certainly a big achievement for this time of the year in mid to late August. Tomorrow, I did want to mention again, there is that air quality alert for ozone. For a good portion of the area, it's in the unhealthy for sensitive groups. This happens from time to time in the heat of the summer. So if you do have asthma, or if you're really active, try to cut down and limit those really strenuous activities in the afternoon, the hottest part of the day. But most people not impacted by this, really just those sensitive groups for tomorrow. And then getting into the next several days, we do have some changes. Here's a look at the upper pattern. So the trough that's been over the eastern seaboard is the reason why we have the drier air and that front that has come down. So that starts to pull away. Moisture gradually works back into the region. Also this weekend, as high pressure shifts off to the northeast, we'll see this disturbance come in right under it. It helps increase our rain chances a little bit this weekend. Only spotty storms expected throughout the weekend time frame, so nothing crazy just yet. And then next week, moisture does start to pile back in, which is good because we definitely need some rain. So I think next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll see some scattered storms across the area, especially closer to the coast and on the South Shore. But overall, rain chances over the next week, not that high. We'll also be watching this area of moisture getting into the Gulf of Mexico to see what it does. Models really not indicating anything much at all, but of course we watch an area of moisture in the Gulf this time of the year. So our chance of rain staying low through the weekend, only around 10 to 20% this weekend. And then next week, 30 to 40% chance of rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So hopefully next week we'll get some beneficial scattered showers and storms for some of us. The weekend looking good. It's going to be hot and more humid, mostly dry, maybe a few spotty storms around, and then out in the tropics. Nothing expected to develop over the next week. Here's that 7-day forecast. Every day over the next week, temperatures in the low 90s and the mugginess returns starting Friday.